Good morning, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of our RANT series. Today, we are going to talk about the brand new news all over the rock scene this week, the reunion tour for the Black Crowes celebrating their 30th anniversary. Okay? So apparently, the Robinson brothers have made amends for now and decided to put together a new version of the Black Crowes to celebrate the 30th anniversary, and they're going to go out and they're going to play Shake Your Moneymaker in its entirety. So, a lot of the rock world is abuzz. People are like, oh my God, the Black Crowes are back, because of course they kind of broke up what we thought was for good the end of 2014. They announced it in 2015. And since all former members have kind of gone on doing separate things, you got Chris Robinson doing his Chris Robinson's Brotherhood. You've got Rich Robinson. Okay, he's been busy with the Magpie Salute in recent years, as well as some solo stuff. You've got original drummer, Steve Gorman, who's played on and off with Trigger Happy, and all the other guys have, kind of done their own thing. Got a couple folks who have been playing with Rich and the Magpie Salute. So now they're coming back, or at least the Robinson brothers are coming back. And, let's keep in mind why they broke up back in late 2014. All right. Chris Robinson wanted to control the bulk of the earnings that the band was bringing in. Okay. This caused a rift between the two brothers. All right. He wanted Rich to take a smaller cut, and Chris wanted Steve Gorman's cut completely taken out. All right. That did not sit well. That led up to the band kind of saying, "Bloop, that's it. We're done." All right. Which just goes to show you that sometimes family, in corporate America, family and business does not always work. Okay? My good buddy Jeff Young knows all about that. I mean, look at how many times we've seen. Look at the Kinks, man. Ray and Dave Davies. That band broke those two guys apart big time, right? Well, they had their issues anyway, all throughout, I guess, when they were growing up. But when was the last time you saw the Kinks playing live, right? So here we have, in 2019, I don't know if you guys saw the clip. All right, you saw the new version of the band, which includes, of course, Chris and Rich Robinson. An interesting choice for lead guitar player. You got Isaiah Mitchell from the stoner rock band Earthless. He's awesome. I love Earthless. Kind of a strange choice for the Black Crowes. But I'm sure it'll work because he's a fine guitar player. Tim Lefevre on bass. Joel Robinow on keyboards, and Raj Ojha on drums. Okay, so basically it's the Robinson brothers and a bunch of new guys. So a lot of people are probably saying, oh my God, but that's not the Black Crowes. You got so many surviving members of the Black Crowes still out there. Why are they not involved? They're not involved probably because they hate Chris's guts. Sorry. Who knows? Honestly, for me, I think this is a fucking cash grab, right? It's just ironic. 30-year anniversary, right? Okay. Playing whole albums is all the rage now for some of these classic bands. All right. Neither guy of the two brothers is making killer dough doing their own thing. All right. I'm sure they're both doing fine. But this is a perfect example of take advantage of an opportunity, 30 years, play a favorite album by the fans, all right? Deal with each other for 45 or 46 tour dates, and then get the fuck out and go back to what we were doing. And make lots of money in that span of time. So they're going to go out, they're going to play the summer festival, the touring circuit. They're going to make a boatload of money. I know, like here, they're playing in Bethel Woods, the old Woodstock site here, and everybody's talking about it around here. Oh my God, I'm going to go see the Black Crowes this summer. This is great. Meanwhile, like those last bunch of years that the Black Crowes were together, man, not a lot of excitement around the Black Crowes. It's like all of a sudden they've been away for a few years, and now everybody's going bananas. Yes, they've mended fences. I don't get it. I don't get it. A really good band. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm a fan. I am a fan of the Black Crowes. I dig them. All right. But to me, this just smells like another opportunity to let's go out and make some serious cash. I mean, did any of you watch the Howard Stern clip? All right. They were on the Howard Stern show the other day. The new configuration of the band, playing in the studio, doing a little interview. Of course, only the Robinson brothers are talking. And the entire time I'm watching this video, Rich barely looked at Chris once. All right? They stood far apart from each other. I don't think Chris gives a shit because Chris is like, hey, I'm making big bucks here, whatever, I'll deal with this. I sensed, based on what I was watching, that Rich still holds a lot of resentment. Okay? Got to be kind of hard to forget everything that's happened. I mean, how greedy do you need to be? And that's, again, lead singer disease, LSD. Lead singers and he's a fine singer. I'm not knocking him. But a lot of singers nowadays, and in the history of rock and roll, seem to think that they're the be-all, end-all, that they are who everybody comes to see. They're the most important part of the band. They should be making all the money, do all the interviews, all that kind of stuff. A band is a band. Everybody pulls their equal weight, right? They're all important. You may have one guy or another, the guitar player or the singer who's like the spokesman, but doesn't mean you should be getting all the cash just because you're out there in front singing, right? So I don't know. It smells to me like let's just mend fences for a short term, make a lot of money, because I guarantee you, this is not a long-term fit. Let's look into our crystal ball 3 years from now. I don't think the Robinson brothers are still carrying on as the Black Crowes 3 years from now. I really don't think so. Prove me wrong? Go for it. I'm happy to have them around because, like I said, I'm a fan. But I just think it's crazy. It's like this is the talk of the rock world right now. And it's only been 5 years. All right? It's not like it's been 10 or 20. It's only been 5 years. They were a pretty regular, active band for a long time. I can't recall the hysteria of a Black Crowes tour, in 2010, 2005, 2008, 2011. All right, hey, Black Crowes are out on tour. Cool. New album. Yeah, nobody, the furor over a new Black Crow release kind of ended in like the late 90s. Black Crowes release a new album. It's like, okay, cool. It's not like those early albums, right? But again, it's just, people latch on to those early albums in a band's career when they were younger, when they were still digesting a lot of music, right? So those first like 2-3 Black Crowes albums, everybody goes gaga over for. But meanwhile, all those other ones that they released, very good. Okay, but nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants to hear those early hits. All right, so this is going to be, shake your Moneymaker. They're going to be making the money. Play that whole album, maybe a handful of other classic early Black Crowes tunes. Collect a check at the end of the night. All right, at the end of the tour, see ya. That's my prediction. All right, they're going to make killer money. They're going to make killer money with the fact that everybody's talking about this. They're going to sell out everywhere. Okay, it's like it's the second coming of the Beatles here. A really good, at times great band. Okay, but if they really wanted to do this the right way, mend fences with the other former members of the band. All right, do this right. Because if it's not meant to be a long-term solution, which I highly doubt it is, you can't bring in everybody to get along, right, just for one tour? Or is it the fact that you'd have to pay the former members of the Black Crowes to all come in as well? You'd have to pay them more money. Because quite frankly, the guys that they're bringing in the band right now, they probably can, they're probably not making much on this, all right? The Robinson brothers are making the big dough here. So, I don't know. To me, it smells kind of fishy. Am I going to go? I don't know. Like I said, I've seen them before. I've seen them back in their heyday. Good memories of that. I may or may not go. Like I said, they're playing less than an hour from me. I may go. If tickets are relatively inexpensive, I'll get a lawn ticket and just go and enjoy it. We'll see. I'm not going to, go out of my way, but I may go. But to me, this just, again, and you see lots of this nowadays. You see a lot of this nowadays. And, the on paper, the band they've assembled looks really good. Okay? It ain't the Black Crowes, but you got the two major guys, the two brothers. Obviously, that's the most important part of it. So it may be good. I'm not going to say it won't be. But I think this is just for two brothers, okay, who, they're brothers. All right? They let business get in the way of family. All right? And now they're pretending like everything is all good, but we know what the end result is. They want to make some big bank. And they're going to. They're going to make some cash on this. So whether you choose to go see it or not, that's up to you. But it will undoubtedly be 2020's live concert highlights, as far as at the end of the year, what were some of the exciting, bigger money makers of the year as far as bands touring. I'm sure the Black Crowes are going to be quite up there. Okay, they're going to play all the big summer places, and I'm sure it'll be a fun show. Okay, a little bit of nostalgia for people. But is it just kind of like a tease? Here we are, we're going to do the 30th anniversary thing. We're going to play one of your favorite albums, and then we're going to disappear into the sunset once again. Which, that's a shame for the fans, right? But, again, are the fans of today, if the Black Crowes decided to stay long term, will the fans go out for this one tour and then, okay, that's it, and then stop supporting them going forward? I don't know. It's like, the big event. We got to go see the big event. But after that, we did that. Time to move on to the next event, because that's how fans are today. So anyway, the Black Crowes Reunion Tour 2020. Are you in favor of it or you're not? Okay. Get the comments raging below. I'm kind of on the fence. I dig the band a lot. Whether I go to see this or not, we'll see. All right. But my opinion is that I think it's kind of a convenient cash grab. All right. It's just like the same thing if all of a sudden Jeff Tate and the Queensryche guys decide to mend fences to do a huge Operation Mindcrime, 30-something anniversary tour or whatever, and blah, blah, blah. They don't like each other. They hate each other. They're doing it just for the money. They're not doing it for the fans. They're doing it for themselves to put money in their pocket. Right? So I kind of feel the same way here. I think these guys are just doing it. Let's take advantage of the situation. Let's make lots of money. We know we can't stand each other, and then we'll go on our separate ways, which is not, that's not doing it for the fans. All right? That's doing it for themselves, which, it's a business, I guess. Rock and roll is a business, folks. Has been for a long time. All right? Don't ever think otherwise. All right? Visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Stay tuned. Classic Live Album War is coming at you. Got 2 of them coming up today, some really good ones. So stay tuned. We'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.